Good day, everyone. I am Ponsiana Avenido Subiuno, currently pursuing the degree of Master of Arts in Educational Management at the University of Bohol. I am presently connected with the Department of Education as a Master Teacher 2 at San Pedro Elementary School, Talibon 1 District Division of Bohol, Philippines. It is a great honor and privilege to share my research study in this institutional academic gathering. First of all, allow me to give a brief glimpse of the University of Bohol, located at Dr. Cecilio Potong Street, Cogon District, Tagbilaran City, Bohol, Philippines. Established in 1946, it is one of the leading private higher educational institutions in Bohol, recognized for its commitment to academic excellence, research, leadership, and community service. I am also proudly connected with the Department of Education Division of Bohol, located at 0050 Lino Chatter Drive, Upper Cogon, Tagbilaran City, Bohol, Philippines. The division supervises and supports public schools across the province and plays a vital role in promoting quality, inclusive, and resilient education through effective leadership and educational programs. As an educator under this division, I am honored to contribute to its mission of nurturing learners and strengthening educational system in the province. The study focuses on school crisis management in Talibon 1 District Division of Bohol. It aims to assess the preparedness, response, and management practices of schools in handling various crises and emergencies. The study seeks to provide insights that may help improve school safety, strengthen disaster risk reduction and management programs, and ensure the protection and well-being of learners, teachers, and the school community. School crisis management has become an essential responsibility of school as they face increasing risk from natural disasters, health emergencies, and other critical incidents. Schools are now expected not only to provide education, but also to ensure the safety and well-being of learners and personnel during emergencies. In the Philippines, frequent hazards such as typhoons, floods, and earthquakes make effective crisis preparedness and response especially important. Although national laws and deep policies on disaster risk reduction exist, many schools still face challenges in implementation due to limited resources, training, and leadership capacity. In Taliban 1 district, recurring emergencies have revealed gaps in communication, coordination, and recovery practices that affect school operations and community safety. Hence, this study was conducted to assess the level of school crisis management in the district and provide a basis for improving preparedness, response, and resilience. This study was anchored on several significant theories that explains effective school crisis management. First, contingency theory by Fiedler emphasizes that leadership effectiveness depends on how well strategies match the demands of a specific crisis situation. Second, situational crisis communication theory by Combs highlights the importance of timely and appropriate communication in reducing uncertainty and maintaining trust during emergencies. Third, system theory by Bertalanffy views schools as interconnected systems where problems in one area can affect the whole organization. And lastly, adaptive leadership theory by Heifetz stresses the ability of leaders to respond flexibly, mobilize stakeholders, and manage uncertainty during crisis. This series provided the framework for analyzing preparedness, crisis management processes, leadership readiness, and crisis response effectiveness in Taliban 1 district. Legal basis. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 4 or the SDG 4, the 1987 Philippine Constitution, the Republic Act number 10121 or the Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Act of 2010, the DepEd Order number 37 series of 2015 institutionalizes the comprehensive DRRM framework in basic education, and DepEd Order number 21 series of 2015. DepEd Order number 50 series of 2011 created the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, and DepEd revised guidelines on class and work suspension. This study aims to determine the level of school crisis management in Taliban 1 District Division of Bohol during the school year 2025-2026. The findings of this study will serve as the basis for proposing an enhancement program to strengthen school crisis management system. Specifically, this study answers the following questions. First, what is the profile of the respondents in terms of positions, years of service, and highest educational attainment? Second, what is the level of preparedness in terms of the following factors: knowledge and training, skills and competence, planning and protocols, and leadership readiness? Third, what is the level of the crisis management processes in the following: coordination and communication processes, decision-making during crisis, implementation of emergency procedures, and collaboration with stakeholders. Fourth, what is the level of the effectiveness of crisis response in terms of timeliness of response, appropriateness of action taken, safety and well-being of learners and personnel, continuity of school operations and learning, and post-crisis recovery and reflection? Fifth, is there a significant degree of correlation between the following: level of preparedness and level of crisis management processes, level of preparedness and level of the effectiveness of crisis response, level of the crisis management processes and level of the effectiveness of crisis response? Six, is there a significant degree of variance between the profile of the respondents and the following: level of preparedness, level of the crisis management processes, and level of the effectiveness of crisis response? And lastly, based on the result of the study, what enhancement program can be proposed? This study utilized a quantitative descriptive correlational design to assess school crisis management in Taliban 1 District Division of Bohol, with 443 respondents composed of teachers, school heads, SDRRM coordinators, and PTO officials selected through stratified random sampling. The Modified School Crisis Management Questionnaire, or the SCMQ, was pilot tested and showed excellent reliability, Cronbach's alpha 0.973. The study utilized a modified questionnaire, School Crisis Management Questionnaire, from the study Crisis Preparedness or Prevention and Management, a survey of school stakeholders of Jaben, Miwish, et al. On 2019. For the results and discussion, we have Table 1. It shows that the study involved 443 respondents from different schools, including teachers, school heads, SDRRM coordinators, and PTO officials. For Table 2, it reveals that most respondents are teachers, providing strong classroom-based perspectives. For Table 3, It indicates that many respondents have 16 years and above in service, reflecting experienced personnel. And for Table 4, it shows that many respondents have advanced academic preparation, demonstrating continuous professional development. Overall, the respondents from a diverse and qualified group, strengthening the reliability of the study findings. For Table 14, the overall composite mean of the level of the crisis management procedure is 3.2271, interpreted as high, indicating that crisis management processes in Taliban 1 district are generally well functioning. In terms of ranking, we have decision making during crisis, rank first, collaboration with stakeholders, rank second, coordination and communication, rank third, implementation of emergency procedures, rank fourth. So the findings reveal that crisis management processes in Taliban 1 district are at a high level, with strength in ethical decision making and stakeholder collaboration. The emphasis on safety, welfare, and partnerships demonstrates a well-established system. The data presented in Table 20 is a comprehensive picture of the level of effectiveness of crisis response among schools in Taliban 1 district based on 443 respondents. Overall, the composite mean of 3.2498 indicates a high level of effectiveness, suggesting that schools generally demonstrate competent and reliable crisis management practices. While the overall rating is positive, the result also reveals meaningful variations across the five dimensions, pointing to both strength and areas for strategic enhancement. Table 21, 22, and 23 present the analysis and interpretation of the relationships among the three major variables of the study: level of preparedness, level of crisis management processes, and level of effectiveness of crisis response. The relationships were tested using Sperman-Rowe correlation coefficient, and significance was determined at the 0.05 level, or the two-tail. Table 24, 25, and 26 present the analysis of variance in the level of preparedness, crisis management processes, and effectiveness of crisis response when respondents are grouped according to position, years in service, and highest educational attainment. The Kruskal-Wallis test was used to determine whether significant differences exist among groups. The study concludes that school crisis management in Taliban 1 district is generally high in terms of preparedness, processes, and crisis response effectiveness. Schools show strong capabilities in planning, coordination, and ensuring safety during emergencies. However, improvement is still needed in technical skills, consistency of implementation, and post-crisis recovery. The findings also show that leadership roles and years of service significantly influence crisis management effectiveness. Moreover, effective school crisis management depends on strong leadership, coordination, and continuous training and development. For the recommendation, we have her first: enhance training and capacity building through regular hands-on training, simulation exercises, and scenario-based drill to improve emergency response, decision-making, and practical skills. Less experienced personnel should also receive targeted support and training. Second, strengthen technical skills and competences by integrating practical skills-based activities into school drills and in-service training, with assessments to ensure proper application during emergencies. Third, Improve crisis management processes by establishing clear communication systems, simplified procedures, and consistent implementation and monitoring to ensure effective emergency response. Fourth, enhance leadership development by providing focused crisis leadership training for school heads and coordinators while encouraging shared leadership among teachers and staff in planning and decision making. Fifth, strengthen stakeholder collaboration by building active partnerships with local government units, head offices, and emergency responders, while also conducting debriefing sessions and providing psychosocial support after crisis. 6. Develop a comprehensive school crisis management enhancement program that integrates preparedness, process improvement, and response effectiveness in one unified and adaptable framework. Finally, establishing continuous monitoring and evaluation through regular reviews and feedback system to ensure that crisis management practices remain effective and continuously improving. For the impact and implication of this study, first, the study has a significant impact on strengthening school crisis management in Talibun 1 district by providing evidence-based insights into preparedness, crisis management processes, and response effectiveness. The findings imply that strong leadership, clear protocols, and collaboration help ensure safety and continuity during emergencies. Second, the study highlights the importance of continuous capacity building programs, regular training, effective communication system, and practical drills. The findings imply that these strategies are necessary to improve crisis response and address gaps in technical skills and coordination. Third, the study serves as a basis for improving policies and programs in school crisis management. The findings imply that stronger partnerships, better resource allocation, and enhanced support system are essential in building more resilient and disaster-prepared school. Finally, this study is grounded on a wide range of scholarly references and related literature that strengthen the credibility and validity of the research. Thank you everyone for your time and attention. I welcome any questions, comments, and suggestions. Once again, good day everyone and God bless.